get rich with the one piece. Boom, boom, boom. God damn it, bro. It's fucking. All this shit pulled out the whole damn thing. My phone sitting on the charger. Boo, 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 get rich with one piece. Getting rich with one piece. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? How are you? How are you? That's good. My bad. I don't know. Assuming that's good. Sorry, I'm trying to look through here because on my computer, what am I looking for? I'm looking for, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Get rich with one piece. Um, I'm not gonna lie. Right before here, I was scrolling my phone. I hate doing that because it kind of distracts me because I was down here for about 30 minutes, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come stream because I want to open my box, blah blah blah. And let me make sure my mic is on because I'm not even looking. Yes, today is box day. Oh yeah, my mic was sitting a little further. I just moved it closer, so hopefully that's better. I'm just disheveled because again I was scrolling through my phone again. I hate doing that right before the stream starts because it distracts me and it takes longer for me to start the damn stream. Right, I'm sitting here doing nothing for 30 minutes, which I hate. Anyways, um, I was scrolling through and I saw like a post on Facebook. Yes, I'm old. I'm still on Facebook. Um, I saw a post on Facebook about Walmart starting their orders for the double packs and then the tins and the illustration boxes and pretty much OP14 what's going to happen on Friday. So they're released on Friday. And so then I'm frantically looking. They have links posted. I'm clicking on the links, and one of the links actually let me post it. Let me get in line. The other ones, it apparently started like a couple hours ago or something. I think it was 9 Eastern time, so about an hour and a half ago. This is when they went live, and everything sold out already. Just very frustrating. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I like that the game has this much popularity. That's amazing because it just makes more people available to like play the game and just popularity in a game isn't a bad thing, but it does make it very difficult because it is so funny. Like thinking back to OP11 when I joined, and then OP12, like I was able to get a box whenever the hell I wanted to, as many boxes as I wanted to. And then, you know, PRB2 came out, and I was able to get a decent amount of boxes there, but I kind of felt the pullback already on PRBO2. And then OP13, it was just shut down. It was like, no, you can't get anything on top of your basic fucking what you ordered. And it was just so hard to get shit. So it's, I don't know, it's a little frustrating in that sense, but I mean, the game is popular, which is a good thing, I think. I'm just hoping I can get some of the stuff that's going to be available, right? It's going to be so they're going to have the double 10, or well, I think the 10s will be kind of double packs, but there should be 2 packs in the 10s. There will be the double packs, which have the 2 packs in them, but then they also come in that booster box. Not the booster box, but they come in the deck box. Then there's the illustration boxes, which that's the thing I'm most excited about. Illustration box 5 and 6, 2 packs of OP13 and 2 packs of PRBO2. How chef's kiss is that? Y'all know how much I love PRBO2. OP13 is a crazy cracked set. I'm very excited about those. And yeah, and then obviously, you know, PR and obviously OP14. So I'll be doing my runs on Friday, I guess. I'll be at a couple of different targets, trying to get some stuff. May try. I highly doubt. Like Hot Topic, I feel like won't have anything for a couple weeks. Same for Five Below. Like when I hit Five Below, they had some a couple weeks after, right after the initial release. So we'll try that. But yes, Fiend, it is box day. Event boa and manga in this box. Hey, bro, let's go. I'll be done for the set, man. I'll be like, you know what? All that complaining I was just doing, you know, I'll let y'all can have it. Y'all can have y'all can have everything else. I'm good for this set. If that's the case, man. Yeah, man, it is crazy. It is very, very crazy, like what's happened to the game. But again, like popularity isn't a bad thing necessarily, but who knows? Wife's presentation, she said it went really well. She was very happy with it. She was very glad it was over. But yeah, she did an awesome job, which I know she would, because or I knew she would, because you know she's amazing. She's the people person, and I know it's not ever easy to get in front of a group of hundreds of people and speak about different things, but she typically brings the energy, the life of the party, that kind of stuff. Complete opposite of me, but yeah. So exciting stuff going on. Hopefully we're able to get. I'm hoping that you're able to get all the packs and the boxes and the illustration boxes and all that fun stuff. I'm sure I'll be able to get some of it, but I'm just bummed at, because I remember, and this was not even that long ago. Like I waited in line for Pokemon, and this was strictly a kind of experiment, but mostly just like a timing type of situation. I showed up at Target. I saw a bunch of people waiting over there by where the cards and stuff are, and I'm going over there to figure out what the hell is going on. And they're doing the Pokemon release, and motherfuckers is waiting in line for the Pokemon and shit. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll wait here with you. Waited in line for like I think it was like 45 minutes, and then we got to go around, grab one thing, come back around, grab another thing. You basically went around in circles until people decided to leave. You could grab only a maximum of 2 things, and I'm like, is that gonna be One Piece now? Is that like, I fucking hated that shit. I never want to ever do that again. I won't do it for One Piece. I was just like, this shit is whack, bro. This shit is very fucking lame. And the motherfucker, and the dude, even the guy who was stocking everything, he was like, okay, if you were at the last one, because they go from one to the other as far as the target goes, right? They go to the first target, then they go to the next target, then they go to the next target. And he was like, if you're at the first one, then you get to the back of the line on this one. And he remembered the faces of the people who were at the first one, because he goes right from one to the next. And so he put some people in the back of the line. I'm like, dude, really? Like, it is just like that part is very frustrating to me. But we'll see what happens because this last, and I don't think this will be the same because the popularity has kind of shot up so much recently. But as far as the illustration boxes 3 and 4, there were a ton of those left all the time. I was seeing those all over the places, and I highly doubt that that'll be the case for this set. But every time I see, every time I have an opportunity to buy those boxes, because those illustration boxes 3 and 4s, I would leave them, right? I was like, okay, I don't want these or whatever. But every time I see an illustration box 5 and 6, I'm gonna cop it every single time. Oh, well, that's frustrating. I just, but, here we are. We'll have to deal with it and make it through. It won't last forever, which kind of sucks because the prices on everything will go down. Yeah, I mean, hindsight is 2020. I'm like, shit, I wish I would have. But I bought a decent amount of them. I would say I probably bought like at least 8 a piece, probably more, probably closer to 10 a piece of 3 and 4. I bought quite a few of 3 and 4. Shit, if I was able to get that many on this new set or illustration boxes 5 and 6, I'd be happy with that. But apparently there was like some sort of like fire or something in the let me just straighten up a little bit. Box day. Yeah, so apparently there was some sort of like fire or something in a shipping container or something that had all the double packs in it and shit like that. So um the double packs are delayed. So I mean, we'll see. I'm sure I'll be able to get some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be like I'm gonna be SOL forever on it. I'll be able to get some stuff. I'll be able to get some packs. I'll be able to get some illustration boxes, some double packs. Barnes and Noble will have them at one point. Hot Topic will have them at one point. Um, Five Below will have them. Like they'll have them eventually. Um, I went to Hot Topic the other day. Not Hot Topic. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I was going to Five Below the other day, and I need to grab my water. So before I start on these, I'm gonna grab my water. But I went to Hot Topic, the one that never has any One Piece or whatever, and I just went up there and asked the person, "Do they have One Piece?" And they're just like, "No." And I'm like, "You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about." Like you can look at them and tell like they don't know what the fuck you're talking about because a they do have One Piece cards. They're just the those shitty ass packs of cards that some company has decided to just put in fucking bulk. They're putting in bulk. They're selling like 6 cards for like $4 or some shit like that. It's such a fucking pain in the ass. Because I bought one time just to test it out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy one pack, see what's in here. It was all bulk. It was all fucking trash. It pissed me off. And anyways, but they're still technically One Piece cards. And these people are like, no, we don't have any One Piece cards. And I'm like, I'm looking at One Piece cards right here. So you do have One Piece cards. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So it really pisses me off because I'm like, what if they actually do have the One Piece cards? They just don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, right? They just don't know anything about One Piece. Which, whatever, they don't have to, but know some shit about the inventory that you have there. Whatever, it's fine, because I'm gonna go to the one that I typically go to anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna grab my jug real quick. Give me one sec. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, so again, I'm sure that I'll be able to get some shit, right? How much of it I'll be able to get, still to be determined, but I'm sure I'll be able to get some stuff. There's plenty of places, Barnes and Noble, um, but God, man, it was just like Pokemon. if it's like Pokemon, like I never saw Pokemon, and now I'm seeing Pokemon just left all the time. It's crazy. It is absolutely shocking. All right, let me shut the up and get into some packs. Before I do that, I know I keep stalling, but I was thinking about the box that I just opened. Right, yeah, I opened it over a couple of days. The first day, I opened like 4 or 5 packs or something like that, and we hit the what the hell did we hit? Because what did we get out of that last box? We got the king, we got we got the Mihawk. Yeah, we got the Mihawk out of this box. We got the king, got the Mihawk, secret rare. King, we did the king alt last night, and then we got the Jimbei. Then we got Jimbei. And I was oh, we got the Mihawk first. And it was actually very funny because we had a lot of last pack energy during that last box. Because every day, all 3 days that I was opening those boxes, the last pack that I opened had the hit in it, right? So the very first day I opened the Mihawk last, then I opened the Jimbei, the alt Jimbei last, the second day, and then last night when I opened all my packs, the rest of the packs, the king was the last pack. So we had a lot of last pack energy in that last box. So I thought that was very, very funny how that worked out. All right. We don't care. We don't care anymore. All right. Isho. Bonnie. Man, I was really, really wanting to play The Sim today. I don't have it on my laptop because of that the motherfucker who hacked my laptop. I don't know if it was because of The Sim, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I need to bust out my old laptop because it's sitting right there in my closet. I just need to put it on a charger and charge it up a little bit. But Jinbei, man, this Jinbei is freaking following me all over the place, dude. Kiko Noju. Ooh, Miss Valentine. Very nice. I think that's my fourth one. I think that is my fourth Miss Valentine. Maybe I'll build Croc. I did not sort my cards today. Well, I didn't sort the OP14 cards. Because I did inventory my OP08 cards that I had, the stack of OP08 cards that I had today, and then the OP10 cards. So I got all those sorted. I got them inventoried. I didn't put them away. They're in my closet, but I haven't put them actually in the in where they go in my box. I had a huge order today, a massive order of like 516 cards, and it wasn't one of those orders that took a hell of a long time. Like sometimes when I get those orders, it takes a long fucking time to get those orders together. I'm talking about like an hour at least to get those orders together. This was an order I loved. I loved this order, right? Because the person, I don't know what they did. I'm sure that they were just in my shop and kind of like bought out a bunch of shit because they had bought like a ton of cards from like OP13 and OP12 that had they had bought a ton of cards from OP13 and OP12 that I just had a ton of copies of, like 25, 30, 35, all the way up to, I think the most I had was like 50 something copies of a card. I don't remember. I think it was Carmen from OP13. I had like no, it was that's OP12. Yeah, that was OP12. And so I had like 50 something copies of that Carmen, and they bought all of them. And they did it for like probably 10 or 10 or at least 10 or so cards, probably a few more than that. But and when I say that, I'm like a card that I had like 20 copies or more of. They just bought all of them. So it wasn't like a whole lot of it wasn't like a whole lot of like getting this card, then getting this card, then getting this card. It was like, okay, this card, and they want 25 copies of it, right? Or they really just bought all the copies that I had in stock, which is so nice because it eats up inventory that people just aren't buying, right? People weren't buying those cards, so that's why they were sitting there for so long. But I'm down to like 1,500 cards in my inventory, which is really crazy because, at the height of what I had going on, I had like between 4,000 and 4,500 cards, which isn't a crazy amount, but now to be sitting on like 1,500, it feels like I'm very like, which is nice, this is exactly where I want to be. If I could even honestly go down more in cards. Like if somebody right now bought all my OP12, I would be fantastic, right? Because I'd be on OP14, then OP13 type of a deal, right? That they buy all the old shit. So I'm sure, over the next couple of weeks, all my older cards like the OP08s and the 10s probably would get eaten up a little bit. Ooh, back-to-back Peronas. That's pretty cool. Peronas. That is pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. And you can't even play those in the same deck, right? I mean, you could find a green yellow. I'm sure I know there's green yellow. I know there's green and yellow law. I don't even know who else is green yellow. What's another green yellow leader? I can't think of one off the top of my head. I can just think of law. We got a Don. We got a Don, ladies and gentlemen. Is it gold? I would prefer a special print card. So if this is just a regular Don, I don't know if you can get a special print and a gold Don in the same box. I'm assuming no, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, we put you on an ad. We put you on an ad break because you're talking that crazy shit. Green Bay Packers. No one cares about the Packers, man. The Fudge Packers. Um, oh man, it's so funny because our I don't know if you guys saw this or whatever, but for whatever reason, I'm sure it's just dick measuring contest. But Matt LaFleur and then Ben Johnson have like this fucking beef. I'm sure it had to do with just being in the same division for so long. But I bet you Ben Johnson thinks his shit does not fucking stink, bro. Like, and can you blame him? Right? Like, he comes in there, he leaves Detroit, which Detroit was the #1 seed last year, right? And um I think they were. I'm pretty sure Detroit was the #1 seed last year. But anyways, they were a high seed, if not the #1 seed. And Ben Johnson leaves. They don't even make the playoffs. And the team that he went to, the Bears, which was his rival, are kicking ass right now, right? They just beat their division rival, the Green Bay Packers, and sent their ass home. And they got whatever beef those head coaches got. Like Ben Johnson goes up and you can just see the look on Matt LaFleur's face. Like, I want to smack the shit out of this motherfucker. Even before he's like grinding his teeth so hard before he goes and shakes his hand. And Ben Johnson just like half a second shakes his hand and just runs off. He's just like, you can't even see, like in the video that I saw, you can't even see Ben Johnson at all. You could just see his hand kind of sneak out there and he shoots off. And it's literally like less than 1 second that he touches his hand and then runs off or whatever. So it's kind of funny. Okay, Captain Kidd. Oh, we got another You'll Frighten Me, which I really like because I need a set of these. This is my third one. I need one more. Let's see. Okay, I'm kind of happy. This makes me happy that it's not a gold Dom because I don't know if I can get I don't know if I can get like a special print in the box, which I'd rather take a special print. I want that Sanji. I want the manga. You'll Frighten Me. I won't play with it. Man, this card is so good. It is so good. 1 cost counter event, right? If you have 2 or less life cards, up to 1 of your opponent's active characters cannot attack during this turn. Crazy. That is so crazy. That is such a crazy ability. I can put this in koala. Like I can put this in koala and it works so well. Trigger. Play up to one character with 6,000 power or less and a trigger from your hand. So that's a really good trigger. I need to set this to the side so I can, you know, I'm gonna leave it here in the stack because this will kind of force me to get those sorted. Because I need to get these sorted. Because I need my, man, I can't wait till Friday. Gank that. I hope you got your driving shoes on, man, because I'm gonna have you busy on Friday. I'm gonna need you to go check some boxes. I'll call the stores. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be calling the stores up near you. See what they have, and I've thought about doing it this whole week, but I'm like, no, Eric, they can't buy them anyways. Can't buy them anyways unless they're doing like the pre-release events. Unless you want to learn how to play, because I'll be more than happy to show you. You know what I'm saying? My wife here sending me TikToks and stuff, and not even on the stream. Well, she might be on the stream, but she typically says something when she's on. So SMH Crescent Cutlass. I do need some ground deaths as well. And the good thing about the You'll Frighten Me and the ground death is they're only rare, right? So I can get multiple of them in a box, which I haven't seen that so far. I'm barely getting any of those damn things. Another X-Drake, fantastic. We pulled our first X-Drake yesterday. But if I decide to build Law, I think this will be a really good card in there. So mainly because, you know, this ability isn't that great, right? So opponent's turn, once per turn, if your Supernova's type character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may give your leader negative 2,000 power during this turn instead. I guess everything is really relative, right? It depends on the situation, but if they have like 5 swings coming, you're not going to want to give your leader negative 2,000 power, right? Because that's going to be 5 swings. That's basically a 10,000 power swing, right? Because those are 5 swings that they'll have 2,000 power less that they have to swing at. But this Don Times 1 when attacking is fantastic, and then it's a 7,000 power character. And again, when Law, the way that Law works is that you can swap 2 characters. And actually, this can probably be played in other decks too. Now that I think about it, so maybe another Supernova focused deck. Speak of the Devil, Supernova focused. The only thing about Law that kind of sucks is that, well, he doesn't have a whole lot of support right now, but he, the cards in his deck are really useless in pretty much any other deck, right? Because a lot of their abilities say when this character has 5,000 power or more, activate effect, right? And typically you're able to do that when you're swapping power, right? When you're swapping the power from one character to the other one. Otherwise, you have to attach a ton of Dom to these characters every turn, and unless you do that, you're not getting the effects. So it's just really a freaking... Gank that. You're on the West Coast, aren't you? You're like in California somewhere, aren't you? Well, I need to call. I'm gonna ask oh, I said gank that. I meant Feign. My bad. I meant Feign. No, gank that is I know that you're in Wisconsin. Yeah, obviously. You know. I said gank that because I was looking at gank that saying I'll go buy boxes. But yeah, gank that you would fit in so wonderful in Cali. But ooh, Ice Time, this is a really dope looking card. No, Fiend what I was saying. I was meaning you're in You're in California. I feel like you'd have more like opportunity, more ample opportunity, right? We some Midwest bumpkins, you know what I'm saying? We from the Midwest. Like the card shops are few and far between. Ooh, a Kikanojo, another one. So I pulled my first one of these yesterday. So okay, this box is similar to the one I had yesterday, right? I pulled my first X Drake, I pulled my first Kikanojo. So I did weigh my boxes, and this was the heaviest one. So, I had to. I don't know if I'm gonna be keeping one of these. Maybe I will keep at least one just to like have like a collection, right? A collection of the boxes, but I think I'm not gonna do the same thing that I had been doing with like the previous two sets where I was keeping a couple of the boxes. Um, I think I'm probably gonna end up opening most of my boxes, and again, maybe I'll save one for for old time's sake. I'll save one for collecting purposes, but I think I'm gonna open the majority of them. The cards look too good in this box or in this set. They look too good. Koala, Ocean Current, Shoulder Throw. Man, that's three super rares in a row. Miss All Sunday. This is good because I think I could potentially build a croc deck. I would need 4 crocs, obviously, but I think everything else would be fairly simple to get. I think this is my fourth Miss All Sunday. Um, last The other card that would probably be difficult to get, I guess, Ground Death. I only have one. Oh, I got 2 Ground Deaths now. 2 Ground Deaths. I do need Mr. Two Bonflay. I think I pulled the second one of him yesterday. Maybe just one. No, I pulled one of him. That was my first one yesterday. That's right. But other than that, I think the main card that I'm gonna need is the secret rare Croc. But there's more people. They take everything. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. Those bastards. Misu Golden Wika. Gecko Moria. This is my second Gecko Moria. Ooh, Captain Kidd. This artwork looks really dope. I really like the artwork on this. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, he has like these rocker skulls in the background. He's calling up his since he only has one arm now, he uses this metal arm for everything. On play, add up to 1 active down card from your down deck and set it as active. Activate main. You may trash this character. Play up to 1 Kid Pirates type character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. I need to see this. I need to see this deck in action because I mentioned this yesterday, but people were saying that they were able to swing massive, like they were able to swing like 3 times with the red purple kid leader. All right, this is feeling sticky, so this is probably a hit. I'm guessing. What is it? What is it? What is it? What we got? Come on, come on, come to daddy, come to daddy. Don't be scared. Ooh, the Alt Perona, very very nice. This looks awesome. This looks real good. And I haven't. Let me knock on some wood, but I haven't hit any duplicates yet. I haven't hit any duplicates for the. And this is actually a really good one because this is a popular card. It's a strong card. 5 cost, 6,000 power. On play, I believe it's played in Mihawk. So on play, which is fighting for strongest deck in the format with Boa. But on play, up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next turn. On KO, you may rest 1 of your cards, play up to 1 green character with the cost of 5 or less from your hand. That is crazy. And you could just play another Perona. You know what I'm saying? You could just like chain the Peronas back to back. That's crazy. This card is good. This actually looks really good. I love that. What's this? Oh, that's her umbrella. It's the underside of her umbrella. Under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh. All right, so hit numero uno. All right, so we got at least a secret rare left, and then hopefully we have another hit of special print. I'm gonna keep going special print. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm speaking it into existence. Special print. We got a special print. Coffin Boat. Such a good card in Mihawk, right? On play, if your leader is Dracula Mihawk, draw one card. Good ability. End of your turn, if your leader is Dracula Mihawk, set up to one of your Don cards is active. And Mihawk, a lot of the cards in the Mihawk deck need to rest cards to activate the effect, right? So we'll maybe see some in here, and I can kind of show you what I mean. But what's cool is you can rest any of your cards. So you can rest this stage. That's really what this stage is meant for. So on play, it draws you a card, and then at the end of your turn, it sets a Don as active, which is awesome. But not only can you use that Don card to play something, right? You can rest this stage in order to, achieve the required effect of the card. So we'll take a look at some whenever we pull another one. Monet. And the boa Hinokoko in the very compromising position with her tits just fucking all flying out there. Boa Hinokoko. What does this card do again? I'll play draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Okay, that's not a bad ability. Draw 2, trash 1. And it's a 7,000 power character. Does it have a trigger? Yeah. Play up to 1 character with 5,000 power or less and a trigger from your hand. Okay, that's a great ability. And it works very well in Boa. I think it's kind of funny that's an EBO4 card, right? But this next set that's coming out is focused on the heroines. So it's just I think they have some men in there, but the vast majority of the cards are like all the women characters from the show and stuff. And I'm like, why wouldn't they have support for Boa in that? And they probably do. I don't know off the top of my head, but it doesn't make much sense to like have that come out in the same set that the Boa was in. That Boa originally came out in, but whatever. I don't know. I don't make the card games. Monkey D. Luffy. Nefeltari Vivi. Okay. I think of I need some other super rares. Like I said, for whatever reason, it's just weird. Like some things just seem to follow you around. Like I did pull a second Kikanojo, which is awesome, but I need that Mr. 2. Mr. 2 Bon Clay. All right. Sachi and Penguin. All right, let me see. I'm trying to see if there's a Mihawk card in here. Aladdin. Let's go. I talked it into existence. There's a lot of I'm hitting a lot of super rares here. I'm gonna be hitting a ton of rare packs here in a second. But yeah, this card is pretty good. 4 cost, 5k, 1k counter. Good stats. On KO, play up to 1 character with a type including Baroque works and a cost of 5 or less, other than Mr. 2 Bon Clay from your hand or trash. So you're going to play this from your trash pretty much all the time. Here's how I see this working out, right? So Crocodile's ability, and I think did we pull a Crocodile? I think we did pull a Crocodile. Oh, You'll Frighten Me. Such a great looking card. Okay, let me see. 2 Gecko Morias. Boa. Let me see. I'm just trying to go over his ability real quick. I think we're alone now. I guess I didn't open a crocodile today. I might have opened them yesterday. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Law. Another Jinbei. Whatever. I don't care that much. Well, anyways, so Crocodile's ability is you get to KO one of your own characters, one of your own Baroque Works characters, and then give -10 cost to one of your opponent's characters, so it basically makes them 0. So a good play, a good combination there is you have the Mr. 2 out, and you probably don't KO him right then and there. I mean, you could technically, and then go in the trash to get a Mr. 1. So Mr. 1, if there's a character that has 0 cost, then this may attack characters on the turn it was played, right? So your opponent has a character with 0 cost, and then on your 4-Don turn, you play out this 6,000 power character that can swing into a 0 cost character, right? Which you just made 0 by trashing the Mr. 2. But you probably want to like get a swing out of that Mr. 2 first and then KO him and then bring him out. So you probably do that like on your 6-Don turn or something like that. Don Quixote. Jinbei, EBO4 Jinbei. Absalom. Needed more of him. Absalom Alaikum. I think that's what they say. I think that's what they say. All right, who do you guys think I'm gonna get? What secret rare do you guys think I'm gonna get? Mihawk or the Croc? Chambres. Apparently this is room in French. Chambres. Mr. 5. So this Mr. 5 wouldn't be a bad play, you know what I'm saying? Same combination that I was talking about with the Mr. 2. It all depends. Again, everything is situational. You swing with him, you KO him, then you can play this from your trash or your hand, obviously. On play, if there's a character with a cost of 0, which there should be because you would have used his ability, or you would have used Croc's ability to KO the Mr. 2, giving somebody -10, which would put them at 0. Draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Not bad. Not a bad effect, right? And it's a blocker. Zoro, very good card. 7,000, or excuse me, 7 cost, 8K. Brick, Rush. This card can attack on the turn in which it was played, and when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1,000 power during this turn. So, just a rare, but it's a very, very good rare, and it doesn't have any stipulations, so it can be used however you want it to be used. Silver's Riley, I'm a big fan of this card. I think I put 2 copies. I think I put 2 or 3 copies in my Koala deck, so I'm really excited to actually get to use that. Like in a tournament setting. I did use it. I did get a practice game in at one of the tournament events, or with the pre-release event that I was at on Sunday. So 6 cost, 6,000 power, and it's a 1K counter, and it has a trigger that says activate this card's on play effect. So you can so even if you pull it from life, you can activate this card's trigger. It has a fantastic on play ability. If your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 3 or less life cards, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 7,000 base power or less. 7,000 base power or less is crazy. So even if he was swinging into something, he'd need a Don to KO that thing, right? To even touch a 7,000 power. And this just does it on play. This card is so good. I'm really excited to use this card. I really am. I think it's going to work so well. And it works, and it's a 6 cost. So it works very well in Koala, because if it goes in the trash, if I have to use the trigger to use its effect, it goes in the trash. If I have a dragon, I can go in my trash and get that card back and use its effect again to really clear out a very aggressive board that I might be going up against. The only thing is, which you kind of have to deal with in certain situations, is it's not searchable, right? So you just have to get lucky and either draw the card at some point or have it come from your life. Boa. Mr. One, we were just talking about Mr. One. So 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1K counter. So the exact same stat line as that Mr. 5 that we just looked at, that blocker that we just looked at. This one, if there is a character with a cost of 0 or with a cost of 8 or more, typically we're gonna hit the ones that are 0, obviously, because of, again, our effect. But when we KO the Mr. 2 Bon Clay, give one of our opponents 0 cost, and again we could do it when the Mr. 2 is first played on the turn it's played, but everything is situational. This character can attack characters on the turn in which it is played. On play, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0, right? So if you're going to do this combination, you could rest one of your opponent's characters that is a pain in the ass, and then a sugar. Sugar, oh yes, please. Won't you come and put it down on me? Man, I wish I could pull a crocodile so I can. Let's go. And let's go. Y'all know what that means. We got a red back. We got a red back. We got a red back. I wonder, does this one have 2 liters in it? Crocodile. Oh yeah, I'm speaking into existence. I'm speaking that croc into existence. All right. Newgate. Ryuma. What is it gonna be? Who do I want it to be? I'm not even gonna front. I want it to be Boa, because Boa is just going so crazy right now. Boa is so expensive right now. If it's Crocodile, I'm not gonna be happy. If it's, I don't want to say this out loud, because if it is, I'm gonna knock on wood, but I'm gonna be pissed off if it's Jinbei, only because I already have a Jinbei. I'm not mad that I got a Jinbei, but I already have one. I hate getting duplicates when it's just like a meh mid card. Like if I got 2 duplicates of Boa, I'd be fucking ecstatic, but I don't want another. I'll take anything else. I don't want a Jinbei. I don't want a Jinbei, but I do want a Boa. Come on, Boa. Come on, Boa. Okay, I don't think it's a double leader. Kaido. Boa. I'm gonna close my eyes. Don Quixote. This one is actually going kind of crazy too. I think this is like the second most expensive one. This one looks super dope too, though. This one looks crazy. No, it looks awesome. This looks awesome. Look at him with his little string, his little puppeteer power going on or whatever. No, this card looks absolutely crazy. And the funny thing is like I saw this deck being played on Sunday. The guy that I brought this up a couple times. The guy that I had did my deck against, his deck, the actual decks, not the built decks, or what the hell am I trying to say? Not the pre-release event decks. He played his friend, and his friend was playing this Doflamingo, and the deck looked absolutely crazy. So I would say I'm actually gonna say like this is probably the second one. Like I kind of want the Crocodile one because I want to play Crocodile. But as far as like, the collector in me, this is definitely my second option as far as collector is concerned. Because let's go through. We already got Jinbei, so he's already out. Okay, so there's 6 other leaders. So there's Bo, which is number 1. Then we have Law. Law is probably the worst. Law is probably the worst in the set, which sucks to say. But he just is the worst leader in the set. So there's Law. Then there's who's green. Then there's Mihawk. Maybe Mihawk. I guess maybe Mihawk is second. I don't know what Mihawk is going for right now. We'll look it up. But I think the Dope Flamingo is second. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up here in a minute, but if I'm being honest, I'm just happy it's not Jinbei. I hate when I get duplicates of cards that are mid. And the Jinbei is a very good leader. He has a great effect. But look, this actually looks super dope. Woohoo! Let's go. Okay, I'm super pumped. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of want to open a second box tonight. I'm just kind of in that zone, you know what I'm saying? Um, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll get through this box. We still got a secret rare to open. We still got a secret rare. I wonder if I guess I don't really know how this works. Do a second box. I don't know how this what am I doing? Doflamingo. It's so funny because I looked over and I'm like, this does something about this situation doesn't look right. And Doflamingo's just sitting over here. I just got him in the stack with all the other cards. Like you don't belong there, sir. I actually really like the way that Doflamingo looks. That looks freaking dope. It looks absolutely cracked. We're gonna go leaner. Well, this is actually kind of surprising. I am personally glad that I didn't get the Law, but it looks like Bo is first, Law is second at 132 market price. Bo is going for like 260. She going crazy. Bo is going for like 260. Law's going. These are all the alternate arts. Law's going for 132. That's actually very surprising. These are all pre-sales, so we'll see. And then Mihawk is 114, and Doflamingo is 102. Jinbei, womp womp. Jinbei's down in the dumps, man. That sucks. Jinbei's 48 bucks. Croc is 75, and then Moria. So those are the 7. And then Moria is 60. So I'm actually very happy with Doflamingo. So it's Doflamingo, and I think Bo is like, I think that's 1 and 2. Because I'd probably play Doflamingo way before I'd play Mihawk. Yeah. And dude, shut the hell up, Gankta. You are stupid, dog. Oh my goodness. The only thing I'm worried about is like getting more. Like I was talking about this at the very beginning, just getting more product. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so hard. And if I open a second box, you know, I got a month before the next set comes out. Over a month before the next set comes out. EBO3. God, I cannot wait for EBO3 to come out. That koala that's in there. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to get that koala. Flame Dragon Torture. Isho. Alright, so I need a Ground Death and I need a You'll Frighten Me. That's what I want from my rares. But I don't know if maybe I have some copium here. But I don't know how the boxes work as far as like the mangas are concerned. So I don't know if, you know, the secret rare in a box would be the manga. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I don't know if I would either get a manga or an alt. I would assume that would be that would be it. But I don't know if you would get like also an alternate art in there and a so we got 2 alternate arts, right? I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna get a manga here. That's it. Point blank. Period. We're getting a manga of Mihawk. Law heard me talking shit on him. He was like, "Hey, who's the worst, you motherfucker? Who's the worst, you son bitch?" Okay, this is definitely at least my 5th. And then Virgo. It's so funny, man. The boxes really be like built around certain characters. Probably not, but you know. That burger was actually crazy. I can't keep playing Koala, can I? Do I need to build another deck? Do I need to build another deck for OP14? Do I need to flex on people with my with my new Don Quixote do Flamingo. I only have one of the 10 costs. Oh, that would be a really good one that I'd like to get. The 10 cost, the 10 cost do Flamingo. That's a super rare. I'd like that. I'm trying to think of the super rares that I don't have because I keep hitting the same ones. Megalo, fantastic card. Very good card. It's actually freaking insane. I think it's an unfair card, but whatever. What does this Shirahoshi do? Let me see. She's a blocker. She probably could play something. Draw one card and play up to one Fishman or Merfolk type character card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. Okay, so this gets played in Jinbei. This definitely gets played in Jinbei, and that's a dope ass effect. It's a blocker. Then I'll play draw a card. Crazy already. And then play up to one Fishman or Merfolk type character with a cost of 3 or less. That's going to be a lot of cards in Jinbei. That's going to be a lot of cards in Jinbei. If you combo that with like a, okay, here's our other Don. I'm assuming it's gonna be the Chopper Don. We'll call it for you, Fiend. We'll call it the Chopper Don. I doubt it's gold, but see, this is a good combo, right? So it can't attack on the turn that it's played, but you know, to get a blocker out and then a 5K, 3 cost 5K, you could definitely do that. Ors, Lao G. It's so funny how cards that are very well in the cards that work very well in the pre-release events, they suck in real life. Like this Ors single-handedly won me quite a few games, right? It's just such a massive body and it's hard for people to deal with, but it's something you would never see somebody play in real life. Man, I'm kind of thinking I want to play Doflamingo now. I'm not even kidding. Ground Death, let's go. Let's go. Is this my second Ground Death in this box? No, I only drew one of the other events. So I think this is my third Ground Death. So I need one more each of the Ground Death and the one more of the Ground Death and one more of the You'll Frighten Me events. Here we go. That Chopper. Shout out Fiend. Oh, and I don't know if we've officially made Jewelry Bonnie your character, but you know, there's Bonnie too. Gank that, there's Bonnie. You know, call you Gold Pizza Don, so that might be, you know, Bonnie might be. I'm really happy with that Ground Death, because I don't know which event that I want more, the You'll Frighten Me or the Ground Death, because oh, and it's a 4K counter. Ground Death is so good. Oh my goodness. I want both of them. I want a lot of both of them because Koala is yellow black and she can run both of those events. Oh my goodness. Now this one also can give me a 4K counter, but stopping one of your opponents from attacking. Oh, both of those events are so good. They're absolutely amazing. Oh, I still have a secret rare to open, man. I'm going through here just thinking about my which events that I hope I get. Rare events. I'm tripping. I got a manga to open here. Come on. I've not opened a manga yet. I've opened a lot of boxes in my day. There will be a manga at some point. There will be. Okay, let me see. Let me read this Monet. 5 cost 6K, 1K counter. On play, if your leader has the Don Quixote Pirates, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck, say it exactly. Okay, good ability. On KO, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Then add 2 Don cards from your Don deck and rest them. That is crazy. Because the Don Flamingo, so this is the Don Flamingo ability, right? So you're like, no one would ever knock this thing out, right? So let me put this over here. All right. So on your opponent's attack, once per turn, Don -1. Select your leader or one of your Don Quixote Pirates type characters. Change the attack's target to the selected card. Now that I'm thinking about this set is so amazing. Wow, I'm just now, I think I'm just now kind of realizing this. I mean, the set ain't that old, so I give me some slack. But if you think about the abilities are one of those are the abilities really reflect the actual character in real life, right? So I know that that's like it's typically they try and do a decent job, but if you look at Don Quixote do Flamingo, like his ability, he essentially controls people. Like he has this fucking, I don't know what the fruit is called or whatever, but or the ability, but he has these strings that he attaches to people and he can control people. He can control like thousands of people or something like that, if I'm remembering his art correctly, right? He attaches these strings and he's like controlling this entire town of people, right? With these strings that he has. And so this ability, he's essentially controlling where the opponent attacks. That is awesome. I love that. That is so cool. Okay. Ooh, this feeling sticky. Feeling sticky. Got him. No, I thought it was. I'm sorry. This Arlong is very, very good actually. So one costs 3K. On play, if your leader has the Fishman type, mm, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with a cost of 2 or more, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. So this one is not type locked at all, except for the leader. Your leader has to be the Fishman. But other than that, you can look for any card that has a cost of 2 or more. Any card. So you can look for events. You can look for stages. You can look for, well, I don't know how many stages that he's going to be in a deck that have, a cost of 2 or more. But eventually, I'm sure that they're gonna start coming out with a lot more stages that have higher cost to them. I don't know if there's any blue ones, but I don't know all the blue stages. All right, let's see. Miss Merry Christmas. Hannibal Lecter. All right, come on. Give me a ground death or a you'll frighten me. Give me a ground death or you'll frighten me. Come on, come on, come on. Shanks. Ooh, Rosinante and Law. This was the last card I did not have. This was it. I just looked this up, I think today or yesterday, because I was trying to figure out which card I didn't have, because there was only one that I didn't have yet from EVO4. And this is it. This is the last card from EVO4 from the 3 colors that they gave us, right? Because they only gave us 3 colors this set. They gave us purple, they gave us blue, and then they gave us green. And then red, yellow, and black will all come out with OP15, which will be in April. So we have a couple of months to wait. But yeah, this is the very last card that I didn't have for EVO4. So the collector in me is happy now. This is awesome, and this is the first one of these I have. So it's a 6 cost, 8,000 power, Navy Don Quixote Pirates type. Okay, so we can run this in Don Quixote. Hey, hold on, Don Quixote. Under the rules of this game, also treat this card's name as Trafalgar Law and Don Quixote Rosinante. That is so good. I love that little tidbit because there's a ton of characters out there that have the 2 characters built into it, like Kid and Killer, Law and Beppo. There's a ton of those characters out there. I say a ton, but there's multiple of those characters out there that have the 2 characters in it. But this is the first one that I'm remembering or that I can think of that have that the card's name can be treated as 2 different characters, right? So it is a blocker. It's an 8K blocker. That is massive, absolutely massive. On play, if the number of Don cards on your field is equal to or less than the number on your opponent's field, draw 1 card. Fantastic. So it's replacing itself. Then add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and set it as active. That card is amazing. That card is very, very good. So okay, let's think this through. So if your opponent attacks with a your opponent attacks with a 7,000 power character, you Don Quixote into him because you can make him attack active characters, right? So it's not just moving one attack from a. Hold on, let me think. Okay, so this doesn't even say your opponent is attacking another character. So they can be attacking your leader. They can attack at your leader, and then let's say they're swinging for 7,000. They swing at your leader. You Don -1. You can make him attack this Rosinante in Law. Attack is negated because it's lower, and then the Rosinante can block as well. Yeah, this is a great card. Yeah, that card is very good. I am, again, collector in me is happy. Oh, what other super rare do I need from the regular, from my OP14? I'm trying to think. I got all the reds. I just got my last. I just got the X Drake green. Am I missing a green? I don't think so. Blue. I'm missing Boa. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing Boa. Come on, Boa. I know your big tits are in here. That's why this box was so heavy, because Boa's big tits were in here. Come on, Boa. Show your face. I need that super rare Boa. You didn't give me the leader. You did not give me the leader. Take me to your leader. Mihawk. So let's look at Mihawk. I want to read these leaders. Now I'm wanting to read the leaders because I'm realizing like it really reflects them in real life. So 5,000 power, 5 life leader. If your opponent's leader has the slash attribute, this leader gains plus 1,000 power. Okay, so Dracul Mihawk is the world's greatest swordsman. So that's his thing. He is known as the world's greatest swordsman. Okay, so the fact that if you're going against another slash leader, they're like, okay, well, you already have an advantage because he's the world's greatest swordsman, and we're going to give you an extra 1,000. So if you're going against another, slash swordsman type of character, I love that. That is fantastic. Activate main once per turn. You may rest one of your cards. If there is a character with a cost of 5 or more, set up to 3 of your down cards is active, then you cannot play character cards during this turn. I don't really know if that one, how that kind of reads into who he is as a person that carries around this big sword, but the beginning of his effect, if your leader has the slash attributes, this leader gains plus 1,000 power. But yeah, this is crazy. So activate main once per turn. You may rest one of your cards. So you can rest a Don card, and you're basically gaining 2 Don cards if you don't have anything else, right? So I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, Monkey D. Luffy, Ground Death. Ocean Current, Shoulder Throw. God damn it, stop giving me the damn offense I don't want. I'm not playing Jinbei. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad card. It's actually a really good card. But I'm looking for Ground Death, and you'll frighten me. That's what I need. That's what I need. Chaka Impel. Wait a minute. Is Chaka Impel this fuck it. This card is crazy. 8 cost, 10,000 power. On play, return up to one of your opponent's characters to the owner's hand. Then trash all cards from your hand. Crazy. But that's supposed to be played in a older leader, Emporio Ivankov, where you want to have no cards in your hand, right? You want to have as little cards in your hand as possible. Like the entire deck is just discard and discard and discard. And so the fact that they're coming up with support for him. Okay, would I play this in my Don Quixote? Oh, it's a 2K. It's a 5 cost, 5,000 power 2K. So that is awesome right there. Opponent's turn once per turn. When a Don card on your field is returned to your Don deck, if your leader has the Don Quixote Pirates type, add 1 Don card from your field or from your deck and rest it. So this basically negates the effect from your leader. So that is a good card. That is a card that I'd want in there. Because you're having to return one card to your deck, to your Don deck, to switch the attack, this would get that back out. Kaido, monster. Ah, this is a good card though. I'm not mad. I just really want my damn I just really want my damn ground death. Ellie Claw. You may rest one of your cards. If your leader has the Minx type, give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 cost this turn. Counter up to one of your Minx type leader or characters gains plus 3,000. Okay, so that's a really good. That's actually a really good card for Carrot. All right, 2 cards left. Which one has the secret in it? Alrighty. Shh, it's a secret. Buffalo. Okay, now I'm going through all the Don Quixote Pirate type cards to see if this is something that I want to play. This is actually a dope ass card. Okay, so I bitch about the green cards being able to rest shit all the time, and there needing to be more like anti-rest built into the game. Right here. So 2 cost, 1,000 power, 1K counter. Buffalo. When this character becomes rested by your opponent's character's effect, you may return 1 Don card from your field and return, or excuse me, you may return 1 Don card from your field to your Don deck. If you do, set this character as active, and that's not a once per turn type of a situation. So, anytime your opponent tries to rest this card, now you are having to return the card to your return a Don card to your Don deck, which sucks. But to keep a character active, to keep a blocker active, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Man, I want to build Foxy too. There's so many decks I want to build. I'm not gonna lie. And I do have the Foxy. I have the alt Foxy leader. I've actually pulled that myself a while ago. Oh my goodness, did I buy? No, I didn't buy Foxy. No, I pulled Foxy. I bought Vegapunk. That's what it was. I did buy Vegapunk. The Vegapunk alt leader. Oh my goodness, my mic is killing me. It's not really. Chumbers. Usopp. Is that a common card? Disappointed. Treble. Man, I'm really thinking about that Don Quixote now. Alright, this feels like the secret rare, yeah. What is it? What is it? What is it? Is it Mihawk or Croc? Please be Croc. Please be Croc. Or be the manga. I'll take a manga. Ooh, Croc. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, this card is so good. I kind of want to play it in I kind of want to play if there's a good black card, I'm just like I'm gonna play this in fucking I'm gonna play this in Koala, whatever. I don't care. I don't need any fucking maybe I wonder can I do like a koala Thriller Bark Pirates because they have a lot of yellow black. I need to get on my laptop. All right, so 8 cost, 10,000 power. On play, up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 9 or less cannot attack until the end of your opponent's next end phase. Then, if your opponent has a character with a cost of 0 or with a cost of 8 or more, draw 1 card. On KO, you may trash 1 card from your hand, play this character card from your trash. So, fantastic. Fantastic. If I'm going to be honest, if it wasn't the manga, this is what I want. I want to get, like, I eventually do want to get a playset of the, I do want to get a playset of the, Mihawks. But for me, personally, I want the Crocs. I want more of the Crocs. I think the Crocs are better in my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion because I want to build Croc. I'm sure Mihawk is actually better, but I just want to no, I can't open another box. I can't do that. I need my product. I need to be able to open shit for you guys. I gotta have self-control. I can't just Like if I had like 10 boxes, I'd open the second box tonight. But I just don't know how many boxes I'll be able to get, which is frustrating. So I'm sure I'll be able to get some boxes. Open the box. Open the box. Open the box. I can't open the box. I got self-control, man. I can't do it. All right. Chaka and Pell. So this would be a good combo with that Alabasta or that other Nefeltari VV. I wonder what the leader VV does. Let me look up that. I know we need to look at the last card, but I want to know what the VV does. Let me look up Nefeltari VV. Let me look up both of the leaders. How many VVs are there? Okay, they didn't give me any of the leaders. That's straight up dope. Let me see. They didn't even give me the whoopsie. Oops, I spelled Neffel wrong this time. Okay, let's look up this VV. Okay, this leader cannot attack. Activate man once per turn. You may rest 2 cards, draw 1 card, and up to one of your characters gains rush during this turn. Okay, so that wouldn't be that bad. Okay, so this would be a really good card in this VV here because I mean you'd have to do it on your I guess you could do it on your 9 Dawn turn because you'd play the VV, you'd go into here, and then you'd rest 2 cards, you draw 1, and then up to one of your characters gains a rush during this turn. You can give this Chaka Impel rush, and you're swinging 9,000. It has double attack. Yeah, that's a fairly decent ability, and you can use it on play for fun. All right, so they're not giving us our goddamn cards that we want. They're not doing it. Why? Let me see what this other VV does. Let's see. N-E F-E-L Tari VV. Would it even be on here? No, I don't think Nefeltari VV would be on here because they what does this new Nefeltari VV do? Because she's not for sale yet, obviously. Nefeltari VV O EBO 3. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me see what this VV does. Okay, once per turn. So this one can't attack, but it's once per turn. If your character with a base cost of 4 or more would be KO'd, you may trash 1 card from your hand instead. Okay, whatever. Okay, activate main. You may rest this leader. Give up to one of your opponent's characters negative 2,000 power during this turn. Then, up to one of your characters without a when attacking effect gains rush during this turn. So I'm not showing you guys. I'm gonna just show you guys my screen. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at here. So this is a new VV that's coming out in EVO4, and I'm trying to kind of think of different effects. So here's what you can do. You can do this Chaka Impel. I'm just theory crafting right now. So you can play this Chaka Impel. She'd still be active. So you would give her negative 5,000 power. Now you couldn't swing with her, which sucks, but you give her negative 5,000 power because she's still active. Then, since she has 0, you may rest this leader, which doesn't matter because she has 0 power. Give up 20 of your opponent's characters negative 2,000 power. Then give one of your characters without a when attacking effect rush. This Chaka Impel doesn't have a when attacking, so that would be a good combo. And you can swing into like an 11,000 power character because you give it negative 2,000 power. Obviously, you'd probably want to swing into like something like that 7,000 power or whatever, but yeah, that's a good combo. Very intriguing. What else is in this deck? Vivi, Sanji, old Vivi. Yeah, of course. Yeah, these Kaidos. Man, this thing runs 3 secret rares. That's funny. This Cobra, of course. You got to run her daddy. But this Kaido is actually... Yeah, this Kaido's actually going crazy. Like, this Kaido has an ability on play, draw 4 cards if your opponent has 3 life or less. Then you give it Rush, and you can swing 12,000 on the turn it's played after drawing 4 cards. That's crazy. This is one of those cards that I looked at like months and months ago, and you look at it and you're just like, that is a shitty ass effect for a secret effect, because you look at some of these other secret rares and they're just so like, you know, there's just so much going on. Like, look at this Rayleigh, right? So this Rayleigh on play selects 2 of your opponent's characters and give one character negative 3,000 power and the other negative 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So even when it goes back to their turn, they still have negative 3,000 and 2,000 power on their turn. Then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. So you could technically affect 3 characters. Typically what people will do is they'll, you know, get somebody down to 3,000 power with this effect and then KO them, or, you know, with a combination of effects or whatever, then KO that person. But, you know, technically you could give 2 characters negative 3,000 or one negative 3,000, one negative 2,000, and then KO a chump blocker or something. So then when it goes back to your opponent's turn, these 2 characters have negative 2,000 and negative 3,000 power. Like, that's a secret rare effect. This Goldie Roger has its 10 cost, 13,000 power. Strongest card in the game. Rush. When you put it down, you're going to be able to swing with it. When your opponent activates a blocker, if either you or your opponent has 0 life cards, you win the game. Like, that affects the outcome of a game. Like, it gives you an alternate win condition. That's a secret rare. That is how a secret rare needs to be made. This one is, okay, on play, draw 4 cards. And you can't even just draw 4 cards. You got to draw 4 cards if your opponent has 3 or less life cards. You can't even, you have to set everything up prior to. So anyways, off my freaking soapbox. This was one of the cards that I looked at and I just didn't see a whole lot of value in it. But Vivi Theory, he is somebody that I watched quite a bit. And he mentioned months ago, that's why I bought a bunch of Rogers, right? Because Roger was like $3 or something like that. And people just were undervaluing him. And, you know, he was mentioning, he was like, we don't know what the future holds. All it takes is somebody to come out, a leader to come out, a card to come out to make these cards broken. So so now when I see especially the secret rares, right? Because I'm like, even though this card does not make any sense in the way the game works today, we don't know what the future holds, right? So this card, for example, you look at it and it's like, this card has no use in any deck. Has no use in any deck at all. But then you sit and you look. Ooh, shit, I knocked my Perona over, my bad. But then you look at this leader's effect. You may rest this leader, give one of your opponent's characters a negative 2,000 power during this turn. Then up to one of your characters without a when attacking effect gains rush. So now, all of a sudden, on play, you draw 4 cards, so you refill your hand like crazy, and then you get to swing 12,000 immediately with this character, right? So now it works very well. So I bought like a ton of these when they were $1 or $2 or something like that. So I think I have like 10 of these Kaidos, right? So if they end up, you know, if Vivi comes out, or when Vivi gets closer to coming out, if Vivi becomes good, then this Kaido could potentially go up. We'll see. We shall see. Let me look at it and make sure. Oh, very nice, very nice. Look at my mod, best mod in the world. I tell you, I tell you. Um, Chopper. Do you count this as Chopper? Because its name is Tony Chopper, and he's like, switched bodies or whatever. Fiend, do you count that as like a Chopper that you'd want? I don't know. That's interesting. Okay, let's go back to One Piece. Let's shop them all. Gotta shop them all. Pokemon. Okay, so these are going down a couple bucks, I think, from what we looked at yesterday. 22 boxes for $6,000. Okay. Let's see. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Let's just do cards. Kuma. Like Gear 2. That Gear 2 just makes me fucking sad. Had one and let him go for like hella cheap. But my DMG, I held on to that. I held strong with my DMG. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? Okay, now you're following me. Fuck you, you asshole. Damn, this winter pack Luffy is going up. I think I have this. I think I have that Luffy. I think I sent it off. Ooh, these Sabos? Okay, okay, Sabo. Sabo is on page 2. This promo Sabo is on page 2, huh? Interesting, interesting. People must be playing this. Probably in Sabo. Let me see, would this work in? Would this work? You may add one card from the top of your bottom of your life cards to your hand. Give up to one rested down card to your leader. One of your character cards. Honestly, I'd rather play. I mean, it is a blocker, so that's not bad, but I'd rather play the Koala because you can use her ability on every turn. Choppa. But whatever. I mean, this card you do get to draw a card from your life, so. Just that card is so sick looking. This card is so sick looking. Keep going up and up and up, man. Now I'm getting mad that I sold one of them for 525 bucks. Shoot, I could have waited and sold it for 600. But I do have two of them coming here. Hopefully, next month or two, I'll be getting two of them back. Hopefully they're 10s, but we'll see. My baby. Can't wait to get this card back. This card will be coming back with my Zoros. Got two emus. I don't think I sent both of those out. My ace. This card is going down a bit. Oh, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my god, Fane, you are nuts, dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious. A true Chopper fan knows. You can look and it's just like, yeah, that's my guy. God, these boas. I cannot believe I've opened so many packs and I have not hit a boa yet. How many? I've opened 3 boxes. I've opened 3 boxes and I have not hit one fucking boa in any of those boxes. I've hit 3 miss all Sundays. Maybe more. I think I've hit 4 miss all Sundays. I've hit like 4 VVs. It's like, damn. Why can't I hit 4 of the boas? Shit. Can I get 1 boa? does this do? With this working, I need to download this. I'm gonna get my old laptop, play on that for a little bit, and look at the different decks I can build with Croc. Look at all the Baroque Works type cards. So I'm playing add up to one. Is this purple? Oh, she's purple anyways. Ah, okay, so this wouldn't even work, so never mind. Fuck you. She wouldn't even work. I thought she was black. Roger. Altered, I have that. So you know we like that. I'm gonna try and go to a tournament tomorrow. So I looked at the app randomly today because I was expecting all the release events to be done already. But there's a shop on Thursday that I typically go to. I did go to their release event last week, but I looked and they did sign up for a regular event, and then they had a pre-release event going on at the same time. Typically that's like a mistake, right? They sign up for the tournaments well in advance, like a year in advance, and then when the release events kind of get closer, they'll sign up for the release events and then maybe not delete the other events. But anyways, yeah, they're having another release event tomorrow, and but they were full already. I think they had like 18 participants out of 16. But when I went last time, I know everybody didn't show up. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to show up. My wife will be back. So I'll be able to, do my own thing. But I'm thinking I'll probably show up, see if there is a spot that opens that, somebody doesn't show up on time. I'll take their spot. And I'll probably be doing one more release event, which is pretty cool because I did win the tournament there last time I went, and they raffle off one of the release event cards too. So even if I don't win, there's a chance I can win that. But if I'm being honest, I really can't wait for it to get back to the regular tournament because I want to get the tournament packs because they're handing out tournament packs that have like 8. I opened one on stream, but they have like 8 promo cards in them that are absolutely amazing. Oh, my Zoro's going down. Come on, Zoro. Or Zoro, damn it. Ooh. I literally just sent I didn't even tell you guys this today, but I did create an order to have my leader or my release event winner. So we'll take a look to see if we can see him. You guys should know because I show him every fucking day, but those release event winner girl cards, the 2 that I sent those in. They're still in their package. And then we have then we sent in 2 of these Monkey D. Luffy's from the Learn Together set. We sent those in. One, I went ahead and opened because I'm trying to experiment and I'm trying to figure out, what the difference is between sending one in open versus having them sealed. But yeah, so I opened one of them. So I have four of them total. But I went ahead and sent one in its, cellophane package, and then I opened the other one and just sent it raw. So we'll see what happens, what I'll do, see what I want to do with those. I mean, it's running 45 just raw. I wonder, it could probably go for a couple hundred if I get a 10. Even a 9.5. Yeah, that makes sense. This card is so good. This card looks so good. Oh, there we go. Back to back, 2 of my favorite looking cards. Love them. I have pulled more secret rares, more alt leaders than I have boas. I've pulled 0 boas. That is so crazy. And that's the only card I've pulled 0 of. That is so funny. I say that and inside I'm furious. My God damn it. Ben Beckman. Ooh, my Luffy. It's 370. It's going up. Slowly but surely going up. What does this long Beppo do? This one is getting ran in a lot of green decks now. I'll play rest up to one of your opponent's characters. And that character, so just any character, and that character will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. Then, if your opponent has 2 or more rested characters, your leader gains plus 2,000 power. Okay, that's not bad. Oh yeah, that Luffy card looks so good. Why is that Sabo popping up right now? I wonder. Oh, Zoro 56. I think I sent this one in. Maybe I didn't. I probably didn't. I think I still have this Zoro. Kaido go crazy. King go crazy. Go crazy, King. Go crazy. I don't even want to look at Boa. That was supposed to be you in that pack, Boa. Supposed to be you. Damn it. Even the girl cards, which I think I have like 4 or 5 of these. No, I have 4 of them. No, do I even have 4? They didn't give them at the last event that I went to. So okay, I have 3 of these. That actually pisses me off. That actually pisses me off. But hopefully at this turn, hopefully I get to go to the tournament tomorrow. Obviously, hopefully I can win it, but I'll take one of the girl event cards. That'd be cool. But it'd be pretty cool if you did. Man, it is really crazy how much it has me nervous how high everything is, because eventually like it's gonna come crashing down, and you know it's like the stock market. It's like I don't want everything to come crashing down and then my cars will become worthless. But at the same time, I'm like, shit, I'll buy all this shit. This is $60 now. Fuck, man. I'm glad I only sold one, because if I would have sold more, I'd be crushed, because I still have like 3 of these. But I did sell one for like $15 to $20 or something like this, because it was just so low. And I had so many of them. I should have known better. I'm really starting to like learn a bit more, but there's still so much more that I can learn about what's gonna go up, what I should keep, blah blah blah. These Namis, man, this law is going up too. That's crazy. My Cross Guild event. Can't wait for that to come back. That'll be coming back with the Gum Gum Giant. Did I send out Bonnie already? Oh my god, look at this buggy. God, this card looks so good. That card looks so good, man. That is crazy. And there was a PSA 10 that sold for like 130 like a month ago. Like a month ago, a 10 sold for like 130. No, I think it was selling for like 70 or something. No, it was selling for 130. I think this card was selling for like 70. Yeah, that's what it was. That makes me sick. I would love to have that card. Oh, that's my baby right there. Look how great this card looks. This card looks. This might be one. This is one of my favorite looking cards in the game. Like it genuinely is. It looks so good. This is crazy. I can't buy it for that much though. I can't buy it for that much. Think it'll go down. If I'm gonna spend any crazy amount of money, you know what? If this was like a couple of months from now, when I get like all my bonuses and stuff like that, or my bonus and then like tax return hits and all that fun stuff, I could see myself buying like a card, like a spending like a few $100s on a card. But the only card that I probably would do that with right now is that Zorro, that special print Zorro. Man, that card looks so good. Well, I just opened this the other day. That was cool. But you'd be cool if you did. I do have this Usohachi. I got this Tashigi. Aces going up, okay. And this ace just doesn't make any sense. But again, it's one of those things where it's like I got two of the Yamatos. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, this does not make any sense right now, but in the future, there's a potential for this to go crazy, right? So like if your opponent plays a character on your turn, so let's read this first. So 6 cost, 7,000 power, Whitebeard Pirates. If you have 3 or less life cards, this character gains rush. Ace starts with 3 life cards. Okay, on play, give up to 1 Restodon card to your leader. Okay. Then you may return up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. Okay, that like all this is just okay. All this is just mid stuff, right? If you do, your opponent plays up to 1 character card with a cost of 4 or less from their hand, right? So maybe in the future there's a leader that has, okay, or a stage or something that says, okay, if your opponent plays a character on your turn, because there's a lot of triggers going out right now with the Thriller Bark, with the Thriller Bark cards, and with Boa, there's a lot of there's a lot of trigger bodies coming out there. So if your opponent plays a character on your turn, then your opponent takes a life, or your opponent discards a card from their hand, or returns a card from their hand to the bottom of the deck, or you get to play something like that, right? So something that punishes them for playing another character from their hand, right? So I could see this card like getting some better support, but whatever. We'll see. All right. A couple more pages. Boa is 215. Let's go. Let's go. I don't even remember ever seeing Boa up to past 200. Let's fucking go. The market price is 215. The least expensive card is 345. Good God. Let's go. Yeah, this card this card was never this expensive. Yeah, it kind of went up for a little bit. Now it's going through the roof. Let's go. Oh yeah, I'm pumped. Y'all know me and my Boa Don. That's getting graded right now. It's more than the Shanks Don. That makes sense. Boa is extremely popular right now. God, this Shanks looks so good. PRBO2 was good to me. I be bitching about these new sets and wanting to get the cards from the new sets. I'm only human, right? I'm only human, but I got a lot of stuff from PRBO2. PRBO2 did me real good. Trust me, and I got so many boxes in there that I'll be like, man, how good, how much better can you do me? How many Sanjis are in there? How many manga Sanjis are in my boxes? So I got them from different places. Oh yeah, this Mihawk is going crazy. $30,000, no big deal. Oh yeah, that's my sign. We getting there. Vivi is $10 now. Why? Her effect isn't even that good. Give all your red characters rush, but on your 7 Dawn turn, I guess that's setting up for, the rest of the game, right? I mean, you don't even have to play that in Ground Death looks good. If Ground Death gets down to like, $80 or something like that, I could see myself buying a couple of these Ground Deaths. If it gets depending on how far under 100 it gets. Because it looks so good. Okay, I said only page 20, so we'll call it. But I do want to look at. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna look at one of these sets. I'm gonna go to PRBO2 real quick. Here comes Giant, of course. Chopper. Man, a lot of Chopper fans out there. The Shanks is going up. My Nami. I sold one of these for like $30. It's crazy how good I can remember like what I sold the cards for, because it's like a scar. I'm like, damn it. This Rebecca is going up. That's a pretty decent price for Rebecca. Boa 215. Let's go, Boa. Shankstein, that's gonna crack 200 soon. What does this Otama do again? Does it give you a life? You reverse this character and add one card from the top or bottom of your life to cards to your hand up to one of your leader or character cards gains plus 3,000 power during this turn. So it's an activate main, so you don't have to play it on your. So you don't have to use it on the turn it was played. Just set it up for later. This pudding needs to go up. Well, let me look at the Dawn cards real quick. See where Jimbei lives. Nami. Whoa, Boa passed up Nami. Boa passed up Nami. Ooh, I do have the smoker one, don't I? Gold pizza done. $40 for the Caesar. Hey man, where Jimbei at, bro? Why y'all doing my boy Jimbei like that? Did I miss Jimbei? I must have missed Jimbei somewhere. Must have missed Jimbei somewhere. Oh, here he is. 10 listings from 95. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Well, I am actually getting super tired now, so I'm going to call it. But again, I know I said I was going to open 2 boxes. No, I really didn't. But I got to save it. I got to save it because I need some shit to open tomorrow. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. But thank you guys very much for hanging out and chilling with me. I'm very grateful and appreciative of you. But until tomorrow, peace.